guys? It's Jenny here with another Book Tag Thursday for y'all. Today I am doing the A to Z book tag. Yay, a lot of questions. Okay, but without further ado, let's just get this started. Author you've read the most books from. That would be PC and Kristen Cass. I've read the entire House of Night series, all the novellas, read all of PC Cass's Goddess books and Kristen's books that she brought out as well. Like Amber Smoke, read it. It's awesome. Just do it. Just do it. I sound like Nike, but just do it. Best sequel ever. Best sequel ever. Court of Wings and Ruin, the second book in the Akotar series, The Court of Thorns and Roses, if you're not a big follower of Sarah J. Maas. Because in the first book you're like, yay, Tamlin, and then you're like, Rhysand, you know, it was the best sequel that I have ever read. I am currently reading Insomnia by Stephen King. That is the next question, currently reading. Problem is, it's giving me insomnia, because the book, you don't want to stop reading. So I've been reading until 4 or 5 a.m. for the last few evenings, which is why I'm talking so fast. I'm really, really tired. Drink of choice while reading. Coffee, please. I like my caffeine. A nice, good cup of joe. And if it's hot, iced cappuccino. E-reader or physical books? I enjoy physical books more than e-reading. As I said, I do live in South Africa, so a lot of the books I like, I can't get. Then I'll get them on e-reader if they're too expensive to order online. But with the eye issues I have, reading on a screen, it doesn't work. It tires my eyes out, gives me a headache. And I just love the feel of having a book in my hands, you know. It's a lot better than holding your phone or your tablet or your Gobi reader or your Kindle. Yeah. Fictional character you probably would have actually dated in high school. Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses. That I'm sorry, that's just his life. That man really is amazing. And glad you gave this book a chance. That would be, let me just think. That's a difficult one. I think it could be actually the Morganville Vampire series. I was like, oh, there are so many vampire books out already. Why would I want to read this one as well? I read the first 3 books in one sitting. I couldn't put them down. And then I was like, no, dude, you gotta take a nap. You gotta relax a bit. Hidden Gem book. Unforgiven by Lauren Kate. It's about Cam after the whole Fallen series. You get to learn more about Cam and where he came from, about Lilith, the woman that he loved and actually still loves. And I love this because it finally explains him. I loved him in the Fallen series, and my husband keeps fighting with me about this because he likes Daniel. But I always have a soft spot for the bad guys. I mean, Supernatural, I prefer Dean. Vampire Diaries, Damon Salvatore Winchester. Hey, that's awesome. And then important moment in your reading life. Wow. I think it was when I read Evermore. I was reading it again for about the 3rd time, and I adopted this little kitten from my cousin. If I didn't take her, she would have ended up in a shelter, and I couldn't let that happen, and I couldn't think of a name. Like, this is 5 years ago, guys. I was like, I'm gonna name you Ever, after Everbloom in the Evermore series. That was a very important part for me, because this cat's like my baby. She's my child. Don't mess with my cat. Just finished reading Full Dark, No Stars, also by Stephen King. Compilation of 4 short stories. It's very well written. The first one, 1922, has a show on Netflix. I don't suggest you watch that. Just read the story. I can hear my cat meowing, sorry. It's much, much better than the Netflix show. I mean, just read the book. You will be haunted for months. I'm not joking. Kinds of books I won't read. As someone who's struggling with depression and some other issues in my life, I will not read anything that's too close to reality. Like a while back, I read I Stopped Somewhere by T.E. Carter, and I wanted to blow my brains out because it's too realistic. I read to escape reality. I don't want to read about shit that really happens, and the worst part is that we just let it happen. That's not why I read. It's not why I got into reading. Longest book you've read? I think that will be Dark Visions. But what's her name? I can't remember her name. L.J. Smith. Dark Visions by L.J. Smith. It's almost 1,000 pages long. Very good story. It's in 3 parts, but it's really good. You can also check out her Night World series. Amazing. Major book hangover because of A Court of Wings and Ruin. Court of Wings and Ruin. I finished the book and I was like, no. This cannot be the end. It cannot be the end. I need more face sand. I need more. Her name's Morgan. More. You get it. And I actually went onto Google and I'm like, please tell me there's more books coming out. After that, there was an Amelia, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and we're still waiting for the next 3 books. Sarah J. Maas did say they won't be in just Pharaoh's point of view, and you do get a little glimpse of the next book in the Novelia. But yeah, I'm still waiting for that one. Number of bookcases you own? I own 3. Let's see if we can do this. Those are my floating shelves, packed with all my book babies. Yeah, that is what I call them. I know, I am very strange. One book you have read multiple times. House of Knights. All of them. Not just one of them in particular. Okay, sometimes I leave out Chosen and Tempted, but I just don't like those 2. I've read the series 11 or 12 times. I think I discussed that in my video of Betrayed that I put on. Go check it out. Preferred place to read. I did this in last week's book tag. I love reading in the bath. It's relaxing, it's quiet, nobody can call you because you're already busy. Thirsty, sorry. Quote that inspired you, gives you all the feels from a book you've read. I promise to love you forever. Every single moment of forever. Edward says this to Bella in Breaking Dawn. And I love saying it to my husband. So, the feels, people, the feels. Reading regret. I regret reading All the Bright Places. At first I loved the book, but after that I had like all these thoughts like, what if that really is the way to go? I won't say what the book's about, just go get it. I borrowed it from my sister-in-law, so I can't even tell you who the author is. I think it's John Green, I don't know. It's very nice when you sit down and you read it. I finished it in one sitting because it's not a very long book, but afterwards it leaves you with that sense of wondering, and not the good sense of wondering. Series you started and need to finish. All books are out in the series. Halo by Alexandra Adorneta, but I cannot get Heaven and Hades anywhere. I can't even find an ebook, and it's driving me insane because I'm in love with the first book. I'm in love with the characters, and I can't get the rest. Do you know how horrible that is? It's driving me as mad as a hatter. 3 of your all-time favorite books. Okay, so obviously not series specific books. Court of Mist and Fury, Betrayed from House of Night, and Dracula, but the original from Bram Stoker. It's my absolutely favorite book, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you didn't mention Harry Potter. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I mean, guys, my name's Jenny, but I don't know, those are my three. Harry Potter will rank like 4th or 5th. Don't get me wrong, again, huge Harry Potter fan. I just like the other three better. Unapologetic fangirl for PC and Kristen Cast. I love them. I am in awe of them. They work so well, mother and daughter combo, to make these amazing books. And it shows, because they have such a huge fan base that after the release of 12 books and I think it's 4 or 5 novellas, we wanted more. And luckily for us, they listened and brought out 2 more House of Night books. And we were all totally geeking out over it. Very excited for this release, more than all the others. Okay, so I was like super excited for the release of, I think it's Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. But it has already released. I just haven't gotten it yet, because, yeah, money's a bitch. Worst bookish habit is folding the edges of my pages when I don't have my bookmark with me, or telling people straight to buzz off while I'm reading. I get very rude when I'm busy with a book and I do not want to be disturbed. We're at X. Okay, X marks the spot. Start at the top left of your shelf and pick the 27th book. Top left of my shelf and pick the 27th book. Top left. Let's move some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is Chosen at Nightfall from C.C. Hunter, another one of my absolute favorite series, because it's not just about vampires, it's not just about werewolves, it's not just about fairies, it's about everything, and that's what I really, really like. And they put a nice spin on it, I think, the whole Kylie thing being one of everything. Very well thought out. Why your latest book purchase? That would be Cujo by Stephen King. I'm on a binge with Stephen King. Don't judge. And Z, Snatcher book. Last book that kept you up well. It's Insomnia. Insomnia is giving me insomnia. And yeah, I know how that sounds. But guys, we did it. We went from A to Z. Yay! But that's all for me for this week, guys. I hope to see you guys next week for another Book Tag Thursday. Please remember to stake that like button, leave a comment down below if there are any tags you want me to do, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.